P&S Trawlers is a fishing business located in Finland. It used to be a family business managed by Pekka Hiki's family for many generations. It has good catches of fish and strong market prices. Enduring through disasters and glories, P&S Trawler survives and develops. A recent low point for the business occurred 5 years ago. It was caused by a disaster. One of its trawlers failed to fight against a terrible storm and sunk into the immense ocean. Anyway, P&S Trawlers still exist today. Why not we hear some interesting stories about this company? Shay, Patsy, and their children Pekka and Tapio have always been running PST as a family partnership together. However, one day...
Oh, my poor boat, my poor company. What should we do? Since our sales reached its low point 5 years ago, we haven't had any huge progress.
Indeed, my dear, even though we want to catch more fish, it is too risky for us to buy a better boat. If anything wrong happens and PST breaks down, we even need to sell our house to pay back. I don't want to sell our house.
Of course, no one wants that. What should we do to avoid all these problems?
Oh, I know. For years, we have run PST as partnership together, which forces us to bear the personal liability. What if we convert PST to a private limited company? In this way, our identities are legally separate from PST, so that we don't need to use our own money to pay for any debt.
That's right. We can also appeal to be more professional, which not only helps us attract more customers, but also helps us attract more investors. We can have more money to buy much better boats. Oh yeah, we don't need the stupid boat.
However, we need to spend some time on all those paperwork, which can be very time-costing. Also, we need to have someone to take charge of those regular financial reports.
Well, that's much better than suffering from the liability, right? Plus, the governmental regulation is becoming greater recently, and there are uncertainties in the fishing market. We really need this change to make progress. You know what, my dear? I think we don't need to do this by ourselves.
What do you have in mind?
It is time for the children to suffer. No, to challenge themselves. Pekka, Tapio!
What?
Didn't you kids just say you want to give it a try on running PST? Now is your chance. We just decided to convert it into a private limited company. You kids can start with the paperwork. Tapio, since you've studied business management in the great IB program with one of the most famous teachers, Mr. Ilya Levinsky, you can take charge of the financial reports.
We don't want that.
Let me finish. You kids can each own 40% of the company shares. We'll just have 20%. How about that?
Okay.
The story of PST continues, but before we discuss about the company, it's better to take a closer look at the country of Finland, where PST's business is located. Finland is a beautiful country located in northern Europe with 1,000 kilometers long of coastline where the business and technology industries have flourished. The coastline not only attracted numerous tourists of sightseeing and other activities, but also supported its robust fishing industry. However, this have caused many problems.
Hello, my people. As the president of Finland, I, Mr. Niinisto, care greatly about the environment. So because of the overfishing problem, I announced that from now on there will be fishing quotas.
Well, that sucks, but we have always fished responsibly. Now we are going to lose some profit.
Wait, there's more. I'm also going to post more restrictions on the types, size, and weights of fish, and even harsher quotas.
That doesn't sound good. Oh my god.
And for no reason at all, I'm just gonna allow those foreign illegal trawlers to catch more fish than before.
Shit, they are the worst. They always overfish and sell their stupid fishes in the market for lower prices. We can't even earn a reasonable income because of them.
Also, just a kind reminder, more technology companies are relocating to here in Finland next week, including Apple, Microsoft, and Samsung. And they're probably gonna offer more stable salaries to citizens. so your fishing business might have a hard time finding employees. Well, that's all I got to say. Good luck, my fisherman friends.
After we have talked about the macro environment of PST, let's focus on the business PST itself. In each organization, a range of functions are organized to successfully perform business activity. Now let's ask Mr. Pekka and Ms. Tapio to talk more about how PST is organized.
You asked me about my position in PST? Well, I'm just about dealing with the fish and sea and fish and sea. You can't smell the stink on my clothes is polluted by fish?
Yeah, the smell is very noticeable. Hey, please don't step forward anymore. Okay, can you be more specific? I mean, you are not a crew, right?
Of course not. I'm responsible for managing the 3 trawlers and the crews, and supervise them when they do their work.
What about other things such as finance or market or...
Well, that you need to ask Tapio.
Me? I'm responsible for managing employees who work in this warehouse. I also have a team of employees who carry out administration, such as record keeping, issuing invoices, and managing the subcontractors.
Great, good division of area between you and your brother.
I'm also responsible for some easy finance and HR issues. The others are outsourced to other businesses.
After interviewing Mr. Pekka and Ms. Tapio, the clever voiceover has summarized an organization chart for PST. Let's have a look. As a family business, PST has always tried to create a friendly working environment. In order to ensure the safety of crews as well as the efficiency of works, PST view training as a very important element for employees' life in PST. Now let's ask a crew member and know more about it.
Training. Every 2 or 3 months we have to take what it is called on-the-job training. We just go on board and set sail. Our captain will then nag us to practice sailing and catching skills, and punch us at face if some actions are wrong.
On-the-job training. So you mean you still catch fish while practicing fishing skills?
Yes, and Mr. Pekka will mentor the 3 captains. Every time I can see that there are no split after training. I guess they learned a nice punch from Mr. Pekka.
Sounds this is a very friendly business. Anyway, do you have other training opportunities except this?
We have a very long induction training before each of us can enter the business. We also have to go to a nearby college for training annually. The teacher will talk about something about heart and brain and water percentage in human body, and we will all become asleep at last.
This is off-the-job training, though it seems doesn't work. The 2 leaders of PST, Pekka and Tapio, have different leadership styles in managing their teams. To know them better, let's meet them in person and see how they are like and how they interact with their crews in different ways.
Trawler 1, Crew 3, Trawler 1, Crew 3.
Copy, boss. Crew 3 waiting for instructions.
Crew 3, now go straight and stop at port 2. Good. Now unload the fish. Put the fish on the carts. Now 2 men 1 cart. 2 men 1 cart. Captain at the front. Great work, gentlemen. Captain, report me the accurate harvest.
Yes, sir. We have harvested 1,000 tons of tuna fish in total.
I have to say, gentlemen, you truly impressed me this time. With iron discipline comes generous rewards. Understood?
Understood, sir.
Awesome. With this much of harvest, you can each have €100 bonus for this week.
As you have seen, our boss, Mr. Pekka, is a hard man, but he's loved by all the crew members because of that. He's strict, sometimes overwhelming, on regulations such as health and safety laws, the fishing quota imposed by the government, and the daily procedures. One has to admit that Mr. Pekka is rather autocratic in his leadership style, but he also pays us decently. and all we have to do is to listen to his instructions. This is both efficient and very helpful for our operations, essentially because works on sea are often dangerous, so that there is no time for democratic negotiation.
Captain, come to work.
Yes, Mr. Pekka. Okay, I have to go.
We have just learned about Pekka and his rather autocratic leadership style. Now let's go to the warehouse and see how Tapio is doing.
Vivas, could you please come here for a moment?
Yes, madam. What can I do for you?
Vivas, you look sad. What's on your mind?
I have been keeping the record for a week. I have to confess that I am bored, Miss Tapio.
I completely understand you, Vivas. People get bored when they work on the same position for too long. That's why we have the job rotation policy. Okay, let me think. Why don't you... Oh, I know what would fit you. A coordinator. Isn't that awesome? I know you always have new ideas and you like giving instructions to people. I have loved your innovative ideas so far. I'm sure you will fit your new role.
I can't describe how happy I am. P&S quality! Thank you for being such a democratic leader, Miss Tapio.
Historically, the crews at PST have been all male, but recently Pekka and Tapio started to recognize the need of gender diversity. However, the two leaders have different opinions about it.
Hey, Pekka. Recently, we are receiving lots of applications from women. They say that they also want to work on the trawlers. Do you think we really should recruit them?
Yeah, I'm also heard some complaints from our male crews that they want some female colleagues. They said otherwise they will be tempted by salary. You know I don't want to disappoint them, and other companies are hiring female workers, so maybe it is time for us to increase our gender diversity. Yes, we want some girls on the trawler!
Wait. We cannot recruit them just because you guys want to. You think it is that easy to have women on board? We have to spend a lot on rearranging the living area on the ship.
Yes, I understand the cost is high, but what I'm worried about is the equal opportunities legislation. Legally speaking, we should give them this opportunity. I'm afraid if they report this to the trade union.
Don't be silly, Pekka. It's not us who refuse to give them job. The labor turnover in the whole trawling industry is low. We don't need new workers.
Well, you're right, but if next time we have vacant positions, let's consider female workers, okay?
Maybe. Oh, it seems like we have finished unloading our fish.
Hey guys, look at this fresh and delicious fish. PST only provides high-quality fish. Many hotels and restaurants buy fish from us, and because our fish is so popular, we can charge premium price, which is usually influenced by factors such as the weather, the season, and the activities of competitors. Oh, Tapio, have you contacted our customers? I mean the hotels and restaurants.
Of course, I just called them this morning. The competition is so high, I have to contact them very frequently to make sure we are not losing customers.
Thank you. This is a hard time. What about the fish selling to overseas markets? Have you contacted the agents?
Yes, but because of the new trade arrangements between countries, it is more difficult to sell fish overseas. I may have to look for some new markets and revise our marketing strategy.
Oh, shoot. Maybe you should consult Mr. Ilya about our future marketing strategy.
Pekka is sitting in his office. He sits on the chair and opens the document of PST financial reports on his laptop. His secretary is waiting by his side.
Now, tell me about the financial situation. You better have some good news.
Sir, I'm afraid most are bad news.
Okay, please go on.
I'll start with good news then. Our fixed assets have increased by $300,000, and that is an increase since last 2 years.
Good. Tell me more.
But that is all. The rest are all bad news. Our sales declined from $14.5 to $11.9 million, and our profit margin goes down as well. The current assets has fallen since 2018, but current liability keeps going on, and now it is $400,000.
Enough! Stop right here. I remember some restaurants, fish shops, and hotels still have the credits.
Yes, sir, and the supermarkets have 90 days credit as well.
Then ask them to pay me money. Now, take me or bar to the warehouse. I need to see them.
Okay, sir. This way, please. This is our ship, sir.
Good.
Sir, that is not our ship. Our ship is right here.
Okay. Hey, my fellow, you work on that trawler?
Yeah, I love my job.
You know me, we have installed the best satellite technology on the trawler. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I can use it to find fish now. Our captain used to give us the wrong direction, but now we do not need to listen to him anymore.
Then what about the net? Is it better?
Oh, you mean this one? It's good. The old one could only catch squid, but now we can catch tuna.
That's impressive. Did you catch tuna last month?
No.
Why?
Our trawler is too small and tuna is too heavy. We could only bring few of them back, but our captain ate them all.
I need a bigger ship, and I want the captain fired. This is our warehouse?
Yes.
That is a big one.
Yes, most of our fishes are stored here.
Are our fridges and coolers still on?
Seems it is.
But it is winter now. It is -5 degrees of Celsius.
Yes.
So what's the point? I want a new manager now.
With all the opportunities and threats PST is facing, it is still one important objective for Pekka and Tapio to make the business grow larger. Both of them have some ideas about the future plans of the business.
Hey Tapio, how do you feel of our business's future?
Wow, you're being very serious today.
It's not going to be easy. The fishing industry is facing lots of restrictions overall. The competition had increased too. You know that what I'm talking about. I've been thinking about the future development of our business.
What a coincidence. Me too.
I know.
Do you have any idea on your mind?
I've been studying about our competitors recently. You know, those people from other places. The government has not been putting much restrictions on those guys. You've seen those idiots illegally overfish.
That's true.
Yeah, and we have nothing to do with it. But I think we could update our trawlers to compete with them. Look at these trawlers. I think larger and more advanced trawlers could be helpful if we still want to get our fish back.
Sounds good, but I forgot another idea.
Tell me about it. You've always been full of new ideas.
It's pretty simple. I hope our business could diversify. We should try new things. We cannot earn enough profits just through fishing.
How?
Well, I think it would be great if we could open our own fish shops. It wastes time if we have to keep frequent contacts with the other fish shops. I think we have the ability to do that by ourselves.
And?
It would also be great if we could offer other services. I think we have lots of potential in it. We are very experienced in this industry, so I think we should offer facilities to other fishing businesses, like consulting companies. And look at this beautiful scene. We could always see tourists here. Isn't it great if we could use our trawlers to take them to the sea? Tourism is very profitable now. There's a little additional cost.
I have to say that you are a very creative person. Those are great ideas, sis. I think we'll need further discussion on our future developments.
The story of PST continues. What approaches will they take, packers or tapios? Will they meet new problems? Unfortunately, we will never know. But you, my dear BM students, can volunteer to be their analyzers and help the PST to find the best solutions to solve their problem. The company's destiny is now in your hands. Take out your pens and pencils, write down your session numbers, and start your expedition. The time starts now. The time remaining is 1 hour and 15 minutes. Good luck.